See, Tinubu will have no reason whatsoever to pardon Nnamdi Kanu. Why? Tinubu is not a human being. And we, the Igbos, as far as I'm concerned, we are not begging anybody. Kanu is not begging anybody, and we are not going to beg anybody. I'm telling you that the political solution is over. We don't need political solution. Biafra must come. Tinubu should go with Nnamdi Kanu. Wherever Nnamdi Kanu is now, they should keep him there until he go to his grave because they expect him to die. After killing his father and his mother, it doesn't touch their mind. Kanu is not begging anybody. I'm telling you the fact. The lawyers should battle for appeal. And I'm telling you that Kanu is coming out legally. He was wrongly jailed yesterday by a man that actually read a script written by Acer in the court. Omotocho was reading a script, and he has actually finished himself in the history of Nigerian politics. And I'm telling you that what law is, we are seeing a justice that is bent, a justice that actually discriminates, a different justice system for southeastern Nigeria. What about the many crimes, bloody one committed in the north and mid belt? And we actually know the sponsors of bandit and Boko Haram. Right now, as I'm talking to you, Washington is doing many things about it to make sure that the people that are sponsoring terrorists in Nigeria are punished. And we know many of them. Has any one of them been sentenced? Has any one of them been penalized? An Igbo man that is doing the right thing for his people in the southeastern Nigeria is condemned. Life jail is a condemnation jail. It is actually a capital punishment. And I'm telling you that the side effect in the southeastern Nigeria will choke Nigeria because we are not taking it light anymore. A life sentence on Nnamdi Kanu is a life sentence on the entire Igbo nations. We are the ones sentenced to life jail here, not Nnamdi Kanu. So time has come for everybody to just be very, very careful. And especially Yoruba should take their serious time. They have pushed the Igbos many times on the wall. And this time around, we have actually waken up. Just the recent sentencing of Al-Qaeda leader apprehended in Kwara State. Only 20 years tenure was given to him. Someone that has been working with ISWAP, killing even Boko Haram members and all his terrorist rivalries in the bush, was only given very, very small jail tenure. Hatred, Nnamdi Kanu is condemned. Because this is a condemnation. I don't say life jail. What do you mean by life jail? He will stay there until he dies. Courtesy, Yoruba against his Igbo neighbors. If you go to East now, East has turned to a ghost town. Because they are very, very shocked, very, very unbearable, and they are well preparing for Tinubu because come May 2027, nobody there will cast their vote, though. He's going to use some political Igbo politicians, Igbo mechanism, political mechanism to make sure that he rig election there. But I'm telling you that it's not going to play out. Nobody's going to rig anybody out in the southeastern Nigeria. Whoever they want to vote for is the person they will actually or eventually vote for in the southeastern Nigeria. Then the side effect in the southeast is that all the political juggernauts in the southeast, Opuzadema, Charles Soludo, Putamba, Dave Omaye, all of them in the southeast as governors to prepare for the political impasse that is going to happen in the southeast. Because all the key politicians in the southeast are the perceived enemies of the Igbo youths now. Right now, they actually know how they, collaborate with Tinubu administration and jailed an innocent Igbo man that was agitating for emancipation of Biafra. By the way, self-realization, self-determination, agitation for emergence of any nationality in anywhere in the world is never against the law. This is the first time I'm seeing this type of thing happening in the history of the world. Kanu is agitating rightly without using machetes, guns, and other clubs or dangerous weapons, but he was telling the whole world that Nigeria is overdone. That Nigeria was just 100 years in 2014. And that was how he established IPOB in 2014 exactly. He started doing it right, that Nigeria is overdone. It's now 100 years that any aggrieved province in Nigeria has the right to sit away from this contraption. And that was how the political juggernauts and the Igbo political stand up against this young man. And finally, he was wrongly jailed yesterday by a man that has actually read a script written by Acer in the court. Omotocho was reading a script, and he has actually finished himself in the history of Nigerian politics. And I'm telling you that what law is, we are seeing a justice that is bent, a justice that actually discriminates, a different justice system for southeastern Nigeria. What about the many crimes, bloody one committed in the north and mid belt? And we actually know the sponsors of bandit and Boko Haram. Right now, as I'm talking to you, Washington is doing many things about it to make sure that the people that are sponsoring terrorists in Nigeria are punished. And we know many of them. Has any one of them been sentenced? Has any one of them been penalized? An Igbo man that is doing the right thing for his people in the southeastern Nigeria is condemned. Life jail is a condemnation jail. It is actually a capital punishment. And I'm telling you that the side effect in the southeastern Nigeria will choke Nigeria because we are not taking it light anymore. A life sentence on Nnamdi Kanu is a life sentence on the entire Igbo nations. We are the ones sentenced to life jail here, not Nnamdi Kanu. So time has come for everybody to just be very, very careful. And especially Yoruba should take their serious time. They have pushed the Igbos many times on the wall. And this time around, we have actually waken up that we are at Yoruba. Since 1970, it has been obvious that Yoruba and the Fulanis has been actually rubbishing Igbo man. Immediately Gowon was hosted by Ramatoma Mohammed. Dimka Suka Dimka and Gowon actually deposed him, attacked him on Friday in 1970s, and he was killed. Who else again actually took the mantle of leadership and rubbished Nigeria economy and put us to this type of situation? He was Olusegun Obasanjo. From Obasanjo handed over to a Fulani Janjaweed headmaster by name Alhaji Sheikh Chagari late. Is he an Igbo? Is a Fulani man. And before Alhaji Sheikh Chagari tenure could expire in 1983, let me tell you, on December 31st, Muhammad Buhari, a Fulani man, an illiterate, uneducated military man, truncated that democracy with gun, a junta. That was from December 31st, 1983 to August 1985. The same Fulani man. And after this man, another Hausa man, Ibrahim Badamasi Babangida, started from where Buhari stopped. And that when his regime lasted for 8 years, from 85 to 1993, another Yoruba man was voted in. The INEC then was chaired, managed by Humphrey Wosu, a professor of University of Nigeria, Nsukka. And being an Igbo man, he has a plain mind. He loved everybody, every tribe in Nigeria, in the sense that he handled the electoral material, the electoral law and policies of Nigeria, respecting Nigerian constitution by announcing boldly before the military junta administration of Babangida that the election was won by a Yoruba man, Abiola Muchud. He did not play game. He did not see Yoruba as an enemy. He did not want to at least rubbish Muchud Abiola, but on a platter of parity and justice, he announced the Yoruba man the winner without fear. Being that he received punishment from Babangida, he didn't care. Why? He has a plain mind. A good Republican as an Igbo man that work hard and find his way on that top position. He did not discriminate against Yoruba. Then we've seen how that effort was truncated by the military junta administration of Ibrahim Badamasi Babangida. And after Babangida again, there came another man from Kanuri race. They are all Hausas from northeastern Nigeria. His name was Abacha. Before Abacha, there was this man, Ernest Choniko, from Yoruba. We know how the economy of Nigeria was rubbish during Ernest Choniko regime. Igbo man did not ask questions. Igbo man was not even aggrieved. They watched on, they waited and waited and waited until Ernest Choniko was booted out by the military junta that's under the administration of General Sani Abacha. Abacha died as a result of fate. Another Hausa man, Abdul Salam. When Abdul Salam came, barely 1 year, he handed over to a democratically elected president. His name was Olusegun Obasanjo, a Yoruba man. And we still keep on waiting patiently following him. He wasn't the right person to be there. The right person that should be there was Alex Ekwueme, the founding father of PDP, or Social Democratic Party, that was translated into PDP. Igbo man was yet not aggrieved, remained so liberal and Republican in Nigeria. And today, the economy of the country has been rubbished. Very, very so excruciating that every canal in Nigeria are following the excruciating impact of how the Yoruba and Fulanis has been mismanaging the public fund that belongs to the entire country called Nigeria. I want you to know that the resources that is feeding Nigeria today, north and south, east and west, is still from the coastal line. The whole coastal states of Biafra, the same Igbo, are the owner of these natural resources. Yet, the Yorubas could not embrace the Igbos as their brothers. I'm telling you that after Obasanjo came a man called Goodluck Jonathan. He had a small, very, very tiny DNA of Igbo nationality, and we know how far he has gone successfully to unite Nigeria. But they could not actually see his achievement. What happened was that the Fulani Janjaweeds and Yoruba ganged up against Goodluck Jonathan and removed him out of office. And this is where we find ourselves today, in a very, very tight corner, as a result of people that lack experience, visionless leaders that are so clueless and incompetent, trying to rush into leadership. Usurpers, I call them. And that was how Muhammad Buhari again, a military man that brought tribalism back, that was from 1983 to 85. He was booted away there as a result of his way of handling national issues by IBB. He was back 2015. He died abruptly in 2017. Instead of going to his ancestors, they clone him, change his face with this kind of, let me say, surgical operation, or because the Fulanis, they actually resemble themselves, they share some resemblances. I don't know, that could have been the reason. But I know that we had three Buhari that actually ruled Nigeria. The first one, the second one, Jibril, and the third one, Abubakar from Niger Republic. Today, making noise after chattering the entire economy of this country. And today we've seen ourselves with another man that forced himself on Nigerian political leadership, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and he has now actually, let me say, exhibited such hate or abhorrence against the Igbo man. That is exactly how Nnamdi Kanu was wrongly jailed as a result of script written by the same Bola Ahmed Tinubu for Justice Omotosho. It was a script well written by Acer, and I'm telling you, it is not over yet. This is the beginning of the game with Nnamdi Kanu going to jail. It's the beginning of the game. The story is not concluded. Yeah.
What did you think will literally happen next? Do you think his lawyers are going to take it to an eye?
There is appeal. Appeal is coming, and the whole world is, clamoring for appeal, clamoring for injustice. The whole world is crying out for Nnamdi Kanu's, let me say, liberation, and let me say, pardon, but I don't see it on the angle of pardon, because I know that Tinubu is adamant as a stone, and a stone has no feeling. Just look at his face. You will actually know that Tinubu is not a human being. And with the Igbos, as far as I'm concerned, we are not begging anybody. Kanu is not begging anybody, and we are not going to beg anybody. I'm telling you that the political solution is over. We don't need political solution. Biafra must come. Tinubu should go with Nnamdi Kanu. Wherever Nnamdi Kanu is now, they should keep him there until he go to his grave, because they expect him to die. After killing his father and his mother, it doesn't touch their mind. Kanu is not begging anybody. I'm telling you the fact. The lawyers should battle for appeal. And I'm telling you that Kanu is coming out.
Yes, after the last interview with Sheikh Gumi, the last time, he made it clear that the terrorists are out on a revenge, that Nigerians should treat them with care, disregarding what they've done in the past. And recently,
that is nonsense. That is absolute nonsense. You don't treat terrorists with care. Treating them with velvet glove as how? How could you treat an arsonist with care? An arsonist is a sadist. An arsonist is a terrorist. A terrorist is an animal. Their own agenda is to spill blood of the innocent. So I see Gumi's outburst as that of people of the Middle Ages, during the Dark Ages era. So let me tell you, it is uncalled for. It is highly cruel. I mean, Tinubu's, Sheikh Gumi's outburst. How could you tell Nigeria to be telling Nigeria to be pampering terrorists, to be pampering killers? Nigerians don't even pamper armed robbers. It's a capital, armed robbery in Nigeria is a capital punishment. Let alone people whose ideology is to spill blood of the Christians, spilling blood of the traditional worshippers. An arsonist, a terrorist, is a destroyer. They are animals. Don't you know the term? The terminology Benjamin Netanyahu, the current Israeli Prime Minister, gave to the Hamas. He said that they are animals. People that are animals are shouting Allah Akbar, calling the name of their God, that their God is highest, killing fellow human beings, slaughtering, slitting their throats. They should be treated like animals in Israel. And that's why IDF, Israeli Defense Force, actually dealt with both, not only Hamas, Iran, and the terrorists based in Yemen, and Al Khamenei, the Prime Minister or President or Supreme Leader of Iran. So let me tell you, Gumi should be arrested. The kind of statement that is coming from Gumi indicated that Gumi sponsors bandits, sponsors terrorists, Boko Haram, killer headers, and the rest of them in the northern Nigeria. The man should have been arrested if Nigeria is a good country. Gumi is supposed to be cooling it off in jail. Look at someone that has been sponsoring terrorists from 2015 till date, enjoying his life. While an Igbo man that was agitating for a modern Nigeria is thrown into jail, condemned for life. What a country. What a country. A contraption that is exactly making an object of caricature of herself is Nigeria. Nigeria is pampering bandits, pampering Boko Haram. There are repentant Boko Haram integrated into Nigerian military, and they are the one laying ambush for brigadier generals, slaughtering our colonel and lieutenant. The other latest killings of Brigadier General UBA Oba was as a result of an ambush because they leaked the information into the camp of the bandits and terrorists, and they waylay him. He was actually hiding somewhere, making a call for rescue to come, not knowing that the call he has made, the information has been sent into the camps of the enemy, who apprehended him in the bush in his hideout and the slit of his throat. What a country. A country of an object of caricature. A country that has become a laughingstock in Africa. A country behaving like a giant in the past. Behold, currently a crawling dwarf. That is Nigerian state for you. We don't negotiate with bandits. We shouldn't be consulting with terrorists, Boko Haram. The killer headers, they are number 4th most dangerous terrorist organization in the world. Nigeria are pampering killer headers from Mali, from Burkina Faso, from Senegambia, and other dangerous Sahel countries who have invaded Nigeria recently. Look at what Muslim tickets has brought into Nigerian political system. Islamic extremists. Muslim extremism, Islamic extremism is on course in Nigeria because Nigerian Christians, churches, and tribes. Tribalism has allowed Muslim tickets, which is actually fueling the fire of Islamic extremism in this country. It is a shame for all the cleric, both Christian and even traditional worshippers in Nigeria, who allowed Chetima to be vice president and Bola Ahmed Tinubu a Muslim president. It has never happened in the history of this country. If a president is Christian and vice president is a Muslim, I think nothing like Islamic extremism in Nigeria, because the other one will be hot while the other one is cold. It is not done like that anytime since inception of this country in 1960. I'm telling you, the fire of extremism is being fueled by Muslim tickets. I am imploring, ordering federal government right now to arrest Sheikh Gumi that was banned from entering Riyadh, Mecca, and Medina as a result of blood he spilled, his own collaboration with terrorist group in Nigeria, actually, Saudi authority were so much briefed, much aware of all his modus operandi with the terrorist organization in the northern region of Nigeria. Thank you.